Chapter 1, London, 1703. Our story begins at the home of Elizabeth Swan Turner and her son, William Turner III. Willie, son of Will Turner, captain of the Flying Dutchman. Will has been bound by his duty for the past 11 years to ferry the souls into the afterlife. This servitude requires 10 years at sea, 1 day on land, a single day to reunite with his true faithful love. It has been 1 year since the Turners' one-day reunion.
Oh, Willie, my darling, you're the delight of my eye and a comfort to my aching heart. If only your father could see you, how proud he would be of his strong, handsome young son.
Elizabeth, love, you look as lovely as the sun, looking lovingly at her loving young son.
Jack!
Yes, I tend to have that effect on women.
Mommy?
Hello, Puppet! Well, slap me thrice and give me to my mum, if it ain't the young Will Turner. Ain't he a spitting image of his father? Makes me an earthquake. You knew my father?
I never met a finer man than Will Turner.
You're Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack Sparrow.
You can't just stroll in here like this. It's been 11 years. I'm a mother now. A respectable young woman. I have a duty.
Ah, yes. Duty. Duty bound. Your William is bound to duty. Duty upon the Dutchman.
But it's time for that to change.
No more fear in the spirits of the dead lost at sea. No more 10 years at sea, 1 day on land.
Ever heard of the Emerald of Power, Mrs. Turner?
The Emerald of Power?
It was the year 1519, Mexico. Emperor Montezuma bestowed upon the Spanish explorer Hernando Cortez a wealth beyond imagination. A great treasure of golden emeralds, including the large and mystical Emerald of Power. The most powerful instrument of the Aztec culture, the Emerald of Power would radiate an inexplicable luminescence when placed upon a crystal skull.
Inexplicable luminescence? And what exactly does this have to do with us?
Cortez described the emerald in a letter to Queen Isabella as a mystifying, powerful green crystal, so immense that it filled the palm of her hand. Cortez loaded it on a ship and bound for Spain, and
'twas lost at sea. Where it's precisely where it should stay. Good day, gentlemen.
ever gazed upon the green flash, Miss Turner?
You know I have.
Aye, but not enough.
Painfully no.
Legend has it that the ship that carried the Aztec treasure, including the Emerald of Power, was shipwrecked in the Caribbean and has fallen into the hands of a fellow by the name of Joe Balober.
Scott! Joe Balober. Makes me bones shiver.
Scott Jobbalobber, Emerald of Power? I don't understand.
When placed upon a crystal skull, the emerald releases the green flash, Elizabeth. Savvy?
You mean there's a way to liberate Will?
But first, Joe Balober.
Chapter 2. Meanwhile, aboard the Flying Dutchman, somewhere in the land of the dead.
You have no choice. One always has a choice, Mr. Jabbalaba. But I possess the Emerald of Power. That means I have the power to rule the world. No, sir. You merely think You have the power to rule the world. There is a fine line between ruling the world and destroying it.
My son speaks the truth. You only need to recall the one who commissioned this stone, Montezuma, emperor of the Aztec people. When Cortez arrived, Montezuma thought he was a god. Instead, Cortez and his men conquered the Aztec civilization
And enjoyed fame, fortune, and glory beyond measure. Mwah! Ha 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 ha!
But what expense, Mr. Jabalaba?
Chapter 3. Preparing to sail.
Elizabeth and Willie join Hector Barbosa, Joshua Gibbs, Pinta Rigetti, Monkey Jack, and, of course, Captain Jack Sparrow aboard the Pearl, which is moored in the port of London. While the crew prepares to sail, Jack consults his legendary compass, which points to that which he desires most. On this particular adventure, the Emerald of Power, Jack seeks the emerald to achieve his ultimate ambition in life, the freedom to sail the seven seas as a pirate for all eternity. Barbosa seeks the emerald because his sole ambition in life is to outdo Jack Sparrow. Elizabeth and Willie are determined to use the emerald to release Will from his obligation to the Dutchman. And the rest of the crew is just simply along for the adventure. But where to find Scott Joe Blober, Lord of the East India Trading Company? Jack's compass points deep into the heart of the Atlantic Ocean.
Chapter 4. Maelstrom. Jack Sparrow calls upon an old friend, Theodolman, also known as the sea goddess Calypso, to transport his crew to the land of dead.
Witty Jack, what seeks he now? The Emerald of Power! The Emerald of Power? Heavenly Lord, freedom comes not from power. Freedom is power, and power is freedom. 'Tis time to set Will Turner free. As you wish, Jack Sparrow.
Chapter 5. The Flying Dutchman. Intrigued by Jack Sparrow's latest adventure, tempestuous Calypso slips aboard the Flying Dutchman, bewitching and beguiling poor Java.
Ha! Jack Sparrow, you cannot defeat me because I have the Emerald of Power, the rule of the world.
Scott Jabalaba, my sweet. This stone, it means nothing. Let me give you wood. Keep me wood close here so we could be together always. William Turner, I released you from your duty. Now you can rejoin your true faithful love.
Oh, Papa! Willie.
The Dutchman has a new captain.
Give me that emerald, Jack. Come get it.